Hello. I'm sitting here doing a lot of laundry from Sugar Mountain. See? Snow. Melted snow. Which, you say, speaking of being a Karen, taking the children skiing, but in North Carolina, not anything unbelievable. And you're like, oh, it'll be great. We'll go skiing. Well, evidently the entire world has decided to go skiing because of COVID, and it's a safe outdoor activity. I guess. I don't know. So there are no lift tickets. So that means we're doing laundry. But I'm not a Karen just for skiing. I promise. I'm just doing laundry, minding my own business. So this morning, and I'm just moving furniture that my children are distracted. This morning, I did a live video with my supporters. And I just thought, if I get time, which is rare, I'm going to talk to people about this because this is really an important topic. Do you all know what I'm talking about? The Soho Karen. Yeah. Soho Karen. Karen at the Hotel Arbo, I think is what it's called, in New York. And this black fella, Keon Harris, was staying there, has been staying there since March, actually, so for a long time. And his son's staying with him, who's 14. My son just turned 15, 10 minutes ago. And they go down the elevator, and they're like, we're going to go have brunch, on Boxing Day, which I thought Boxing Day was the day after Christmas, but evidently it's the next day. Note to self. God, why do children just sit around and make messes? So I got to sit down. I'm out of breath now, this altitude. So they go down in the elevator, come out of the elevator, and there's this woman who was like, he has my phone. And there's not a video then. So evidently there's this discussion of she thinks this child has stolen her phone. And I think the dad clearly was very calm and was like, listen, we just came down the elevator. We don't have your phone. Well, he started recording when he realized she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Boxing Day is the 26th. Well, it happened Sunday. So clearly Yahoo News doesn't know that Boxing Day is actually, that's not Boxing Day on Sunday. So I was right. Damn it. They're like, and the child says, hey, Catherine, this is my phone. And she's like, well, show me the proof. Take the case off. Give me the phone. Oh, Kelly, you would really like being a supporter because we talk a lot of shit like this anyway. Give me the phone. And the dad is like, no, we are not giving you the phone. Is there only one iPhone like on the whole planet? No. And the manager's like, I'm the manager. Let me have the phone. And the dad is like, no. He said, I'm just trying to help. He was like, I love how he said this. It sounds like the way I talk to my children. This is not helping. It's disrespectful. Agree. And she was like, well, don't let him leave with my phone. That's my phone. And the dad's like, go on with your bad self. We're getting the fuck out of here. So they start walking away, and the woman is going bananas. So she tackles the child. Right? Now, meanwhile, they call the police. Well, not 5 minutes later, they're talking about this phone, and the person at the front desk is like, oh, shit. An Uber guy dropped off a phone for a woman. Is this your phone? And she's like, yeah, that's my phone. And she just, ping, leaves the hotel. Jill says, how hard is it to show proof it was his phone? Over and done in a minute. Could not disagree more with you, Jill. So if you showed that phone, what you're doing is perpetuating the fact that you have to show proof. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I just cannot agree with that. Absolutely not. And I was thinking, this is privilege of me. I was like, I can't believe he stayed so calm. And a black mom on my regular post was like, if he hadn't, he would have been arrested. I was like, damn it, she's right. So Adrian could have gone apeshit, and they wouldn't have done anything. Though it wouldn't have happened to me, I don't think. I would not have shown her the phone. No, you do not do that. So say you're walking around TJ Maxx, minding your own business, and some random, this is not a police officer that says, hand me your phone. This is when somebody says, you have my wallet and your purse, and the manager of TJ Maxx says, dump out your purse. And you know what I would say? No. Unless there's some proof of why I should have your phone. Maybe my DNA is there, or you call me on a video. But no. When you encourage, if you think, well, just, do the right thing. The right thing, and I'm not perfect. I've told my own truths about targeting a young group of African-American males in my neighborhood years ago, and I admitted it. I wasn't caught. I just admitted it. I was like, that was really wrong. So it's not like I come from a place of perfection. But that was really wrong. And not to apologize for the hotel to back that up, I think it's so rooted. It's just so scary how that can happen like that. And I think we think, well, somebody deserves it, or maybe this. It's like, well, he should have shown her the phone. It feels like there's always an obligation of the minority guilty until proven innocent. And that's just not the way it should be. No, it's not. And I'm not saying you have to be difficult all the time or anything. But no, I mean, you cannot do that. I mean, what should have happened then is, ma'am, we don't accuse people of stealing our items because where's your proof that he stole your item? Okay. Well, if she said, well, I just saw him digging in my purse, then you'd say, you know what? We're going to call the police and let them handle this. Sir, I'm sorry. Y'all go ahead and go to breakfast. I know you're a hotel guest. You just have got to handle it. Yes, the same as the woman in the dog park who threatened the black man who told her to put her dog on a leash. I mean, these people are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The right thing would have been for her to behave like she had some damn sense, and the manager to check her in her privilege and not feed into her. Yes, absolutely agree. The worst thing he could do was show the phone. Yes, I agree, Sonia. That encourages it. It encourages it. But as a white mother, I could have had a full-on flip out if somebody did that to my kid and nobody would have said anything. As a black man, if he had a flip out, they really would have arrested him. And so this woman today, these roots run deep. That's my cousin. She was being crazy. She was being crazy. She was like, I need my phone. And I was like, what, are you insane? Like, what do you mean you need your phone? Then call it. She was like, fine, my iPhone is lost or off. And anyway, I mean, I might have killed her. I might have killed her. Consequences are different for people of color than those who are white. Yes, I still, they should not have kowtowed to her. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If somebody does that, stand your ground. And they did everything right. He was calm. He started recording. And then he said, call the police. No, I'm not doing this. He was respectful to the manager who said, I'm the manager of this hotel. I'm just trying to help. No. And then the woman is allowed to leave once she gets her phone, which I don't know how you make somebody stay there if you call the police. Like, I'm not sure legally how you can do that. If the hotel thought it was her phone, why didn't they call her number? I have no idea. I think another really interesting thing is that the hotel has not named her, and nor has he, which is pretty damn admirable. But I will say, not naming her, now there have been like 2 people that have been accused of being her, and they're like, help me, I'm being attacked, which would be awful. But she got the hell out of there, and you know that there are people watching her. So where are they? Or people that know her? Like, if that was my friend and did that, I'd be like, she's out. I mean, you're out. You cannot behave like that and not think there are repercussions. You just can't. You can't. You are not allowed to. You're not allowed. Absolutely not allowed. No, I think the police do know who she is, and I think the hotel know who she is. But it's just interesting that they're protecting her and not giving her name. You know? Oh, they know. But it ain't no different. And we're not talking about this today. We might talk about this maybe tomorrow night with my supporters. Hilaria Baldwin, also known as Hillary Thomas from Boston, who pretends she grew up in Spain and she gives her children Spanish names. It's like the Spanish equivalent of blackface. I'm going to pretend to be Spanish, so then I'll get on the cover of Hola magazine, and then people that are actually Spanish won't. I mean, that woman is going down with the ship. She's like the best thing that's happened in 2020, because you cannot be an influencer and lie like that and think you're going to get away with it. I mean, what in the hell? Holy crap. You're creating an unsafe situation by fanning the flames. Not good for anybody. Me? I am Allie. I'm fanning the flames. Well, good. An unsafe situation. I think the most unsafe situation is when we target black children as thieves, and then we know that those same children get shot because they're buying a sub, or they're, remember the little boy with autism walking home from the corner store, and he said, I don't do well with people, and they killed him. So if we don't have these conversations and we don't call out behavior, that's fanning the flames. Mother fricker. Yes. What's the English word for that? Yes, that was the best part. So Hillary Baldwin is on the Today Show, and she's cooking, and she says, we're going to use carrots and some, what's the English word for that? And the person's like, cucumber. Okay. My friend Natasha Del Toro, who's not watching, I'm going to try to get her to do a video with me about this. Her mother is Spanish. She speaks fluent Spanish. We were in high school together. I have never heard her use a Spanish accent, even though she speaks fluent Spanish, and I have never heard of her forgetting a word in English. And her mother is Spanish. Hillary Thomas's mother is a Harvard professor and doctor at Mass General. Her father is a lawyer, and they go back 4 generations to, like, they were here at the Revolutionary War. That person is as white can fricking get. White. And she names her children Spanish names? And pretends to be Spanish? Are you fricking crazy to me? You are doing public service to all those white privileged entitled women. Listen, clearly I'm white, which comes with having privilege. Whether you think it does or not, it does. I can fuss and stomp my foot all day long, and ain't nobody gonna call the police on me. I mean, they're just not. It's not. They're not. So unless we, yeah, so, oh, you're talking about the Hilaria Baldwin. I mean, Spaniards are white, by the way. Okay, so my friend Natasha's mom is from Mexico. So I don't know if that's white or not. But Hillary Thomas does not have 2 cultures. I'm Russian, or I'm African, because I spent a summer in Swaziland. This whole identify thing, you can't identify as being from another culture. You might admire that culture, but you don't identify that, because that's called lie. I lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Okay, I got to deal with all this laundry. Just back to real life. Someone did call the police on you. Recently? Did they call the police on me recently? Yes, Kristen, that's what we were talking about. When did they call the police on me? I'm sure they did. I can't help it. Carry on, people. In Rocky Mount. Oh, hell, that wasn't my fault. That was because I went to visit the city manager of my small town, and she called the police on me because she said I wasn't allowed to take a picture of her office. Hello? It's a county office. You can take a picture. I love all these rules about you can't take a picture. You can take a picture of yourself. I mean, people are crazy. Okay, Kate, come over and be a supporter. We have a real good time. I'll put the link on this. Goodbye, people.